Beep beep. Hi you guys, it's Rhea. And well, I kind of realized that I don't talk about myself a lot on this channel. And it's kind of, it's my YouTube channel. I should talk about my life a little more or something. I see a lot of people vlogging and stuff like that, so I'm like, okay, I'll do something about Rhea. And I wanted to do like a little funny moments from my life sort of thing because a lot of weird stuff happens in my life. And I wanted to share it with you guys, and hopefully you'll think it's funny too. So well, today I've got a story about that this happened a few years ago. Now, you see, in my freshman year of high school, me and a friend of mine, we used to take the bus to school together because we had to take two buses to get to our schools, and our schools were relatively close, so we thought, this will make it easier on us. The first time traveling so far by ourselves, we'll go together and we'll head downtown and then head to our schools, and we did that every morning. Now, this one morning in particular, we took the bus downtown, and, everything was normal. It was a pretty sleepy morning. We were tired, everybody else was tired. It was, the downtown district, so there were, business people rushing around, acting like they were super important, normally. And, we were standing at the bus stop to go to our, to get to our schools because the bus literally dropped us off, directly in front of our schools. So we sat there and waited for the bus. And we looked across the street, and there was this woman standing there. She looked really tired, just like everybody else. Except she had this really, really, really tired look on her face. You know that look that you get when you wake up in the morning after sleeping for only 2 hours, and you don't get to have your morning coffee, and your routine just goes horribly, and you're just done with life and done with everything in general, and you're just forget this. I don't even know if I can make it through work or school today. She had that face. And she was just standing there at the corner waiting for the light to change so she could cross the street and to get on the same bus that we were getting on. And now see, she was crossing the street, right? And when she was crossing the street, she didn't wait for the light to change, per se. The light was about to change, it was counting down, and she just walked across the street anyway because it didn't seem like she cared very much. Now, as she was crossing the street, our bus, the bus that we were getting on, the very bus that we were supposed to be getting on, was coming down the street, and it saw the light was still okay for it to go, so it was coming, and she was walking, and now the bus is coming. This is her, and this is the bus, and the bus is coming, and the bus gets right here to her, and she doesn't even flinch. She's just oh well, I guess I'm gonna die. That was literally her face. She stood right in the middle of the street. She just stopped walking and looked at the bus as it was coming to hit her. She stopped and shrugged her shoulders guess I can't do anything about that. I'm gonna get hit today. And the bus swerved just in time to inch right on past her. And it's a deafening sound because it's that, when a car is about to crash and you hear the and all the cars on the street stopped so they could accommodate the bus, and it's just a loud and a bunch of horns and beeps and people screaming honk honk everywhere. And when the bus swerves, it runs onto the sidewalk almost so it wouldn't hit her, and we're standing literally right next to the bus driver now because it's pretty much up on the sidewalk, and we're going, oh my god, that woman is dead. She just got hit by the bus. What do we do? And there are people screaming. There's a lady screaming behind me. I'm panicking oh crap, did I just really see this in front of me right now? And the weirdest thing is my friend sort of had the same expression as the woman. She was just sitting there shrugging her shoulders well, she should have moved. I'm okay, really? I'd forget about that. After all the chaos had subsided and all the noise died down, you see the woman standing in the very spot she was standing in before. She just sort of looks around at the mess she created, because now let me remind you, there are cars everywhere now, because the bus had to make a swerve turn and run up onto the sidewalk on the opposite side of the street. There are cars everywhere, and it's a mess in the street. And she just sort of looks around she shrugs her shoulders again, steps around a few cars, and walks on her merry way. And I'm just awestruck. Like, oh my god, what was that? And my friend is still, like I said before, just like ambivalent to everything. Just, oh well, she didn't get hit. I thought my day would be interesting. I'm like, you're unhappy that she wasn't hit? She's like, no, I'm not unhappy that she wasn't hit. I just thought it would make things more interesting. I'm like, okay, what? Like, not only did I almost witness the death of another person, my friend next to me is like ambivalent to everything. Like, oh well, it happens. People almost get hit by buses every day. Like, no, that was crazy. I can't say it was the craziest morning I had, but it was one of the craziest mornings I had. And you know the worst part about that? I got there late to school. Because the bus that I was supposed to catch just crashed onto the sidewalk because that crazy woman wouldn't move out of the way. So yeah, I ended up late to my first class. My first class was my major that I was majoring in school, and I missed half of the lesson and I had a lot of homework. Yeah. She ruined my day. Thank you, lady, who was standing in the middle of the street. Thank you very much. But yeah, I guess that's about it for the stories I have. You know, well, I mean, I could tell another one if you guys want another video, but this was one of the crazy things that happened to me. I have a lot more if you guys want to hear it and stuff. But yeah, I guess this is my little vlog. Okay. Well, that's it, guys. Beep beep. Have a beat-tastic day, guys. Bye!